YouTube, what up? It's your man back again with more clips to react to. Now check this one here. Ladies, imagine after having a one-night stand, the dude you was with asked you to take out the trash. Would you do it? Would you not do it? If you did it, would you feel like trash doing it? Well, let's check this girl's clip right here, and I'll be back.
Nah, because I really just spent the night at a guy's house and he asked me to take the trash on my way out. The worst thing is that I'm doing it. So come with me to take the trash out at a man's apartment. Is this the real walk of shame?
Listen, I gotta be honest here. I don't see the problem. I do not see the problem. If it's on your way and you have to pass it anyway, and he asks you to dump it, just dump it. What's the big deal? Women ask men to dump garbage all the time when they're at their place. Listen, equality is equality, ladies. You want it to be equal, you will be treated as such. You are now being treated on the level that you wanted to be, that y'all fought for. What else is there to say? But what I got to say is not the thing. What the ladies have to say is where the real drama comes in. So let's just get these clips rolling.
A man asking you to take the trash out after a one-night stand is wild. A man asking you to take the trash out under any circumstances, unless you are a maid and he is paying you, is wild.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
You actually taking the trash out on your way out the door to go home after a one-night stand is crazy. Cora, this is something that you could have kept to yourself. We didn't have to know. I don't know why you felt the need to record this. Like, Cora, you're going to have to learn how to take your L's in silence. Because now we're going to laugh and we're going to discuss. Ladies, don't you ever in your lives acquiesce to a man asking you to take out the trash on your way out the door after a one night stand. It's so specific. I can't believe I'm saying this to y'all, but come on. I just don't understand the conversation. Can you take the trash out as you're leaving after the one night stand? Young lady that I just had a one night stand with, can you take the trash out? Sure, I'll take the trash out.
So let me get this right. No woman, under any circumstance, unless she's a maid and that's a part of her job, should take the trash out. Make it make sense. See, these are the ladies that you're not supposed to listen to. Because what if you're in a relationship? The man's not home. First of all, let's just remove that whole thing altogether. Let's put it like this. If you don't believe in gender roles, anyone's taking the trash out. Plain and simple. If y'all a team, y'all live together, y'all dating, the trash gotta go out sometime. The trash is not a man's job. No more than the dishes are a woman's job. I mean, let's be real here. We in 2025. We can't be talking the same old rhetoric from way back when? From years past? Listen, plain and simple, y'all making too much out of the situation. She had a one night stand, homeboy asked her to take out the trash, it's on your way. It's not a big deal, dump it. That's it. If you're in a relationship, you got garbage that gotta go out, you gonna let it stink up the house, wait for him to come home and throw it out? No, you're gonna throw the garbage out. Plain and simple. Ladies, the 20% of y'all that watch this channel, do not listen to chicks like this. You know how things work. Y'all are a team. You might wash dishes, he might wash dishes. He might throw out the trash, you might have to throw out the trash. If you got kids, the kids will throw out the trash. That's simple. Please do not listen to these chicks like this, because she's throwing out her own trash anyway. Listen, the bottom line is, do what you're supposed to do for the situation that you in. Ain't nothing wrong with throwing out a man's trash. Once again, you want it to be treated equally, you will be treated as such. Regardless of it's a one-night stand or anything else. You know your role. It's plain and simple. Do what you gotta do for the situation that you in. Bottom line.
Maybe if someone told her what to do in that situation, or she knew how to handle the situation differently, she wouldn't have taken out the trash for him. The majority of the time, girls do this because they don't know how else to react. I'm here to tell you, you need to have the audacity and teach people that their actions have consequences. That's the only way people are going to respect you, and you deserve to be respected. So if you don't know what to do in the situation, I'm going to give you some tips on how you could have handled that differently. First thing you could have done, no. You just say no. That's it. Oh, please, come on. But no. And if he's not listening to you, just say no and just walk away. You don't know him anything. You're already leaving anyway, so just go. No and go. That's it. But if you want it to be petty, which is probably what I would have done, I don't recommend this one because you can get in trouble. But I mean, if you have the audacity, I'm gonna have the audacity as well, and this is what I would have done. I would have gotten the trash bag and dumped the trash bag in his living room or outside in the patio or just anywhere, because if he thinks that you are a piece of trash, I'm gonna show you what I think about you. And while he's picking up the trash, he's gonna think, oh, my actions have consequences. I shouldn't tell girls to take out my trash for me.
Okay, I agree with number one. Plain and simple, you could have just said no. Easiest thing to do. Nah, I don't want to do it. I can't do it. Whatever. Fine, cool. No problem. Number two, hell no. If you just said actions have consequences, number two shouldn't even have came out your face. Now I understand that's something that you said you would have did. But again, if actions have consequences, and his actions was to ask you, and you're gonna come back with another action to dump his stuff on his floor, then what are your consequences? I'm just saying. I wouldn't even brought that up, put that out there into the world for anybody to even consider. But like you said, actions have consequences. Unfortunately for you, if someone follows that, I don't even want to think of what the consequences would have been.
Or number three, you could have just said nothing. You didn't hear anything. You just walked away. You don't know what's going on. I'm so confused. I'm such a ditzy blonde.
Even the third one would have been okay. Act like you didn't hear it. But see, we're making a big thing out of nothing. Y'all overthinking this. Straight up and down. It's only trash. Women want to make it some big deal because it was a one-night stand. So what? Y'all exchanged fluids and y'all did all this other stuff, whatever y'all did, and the man asked you to do one thing. Women ask men to do things all the time. A man asks you to do one. See, that's the problem. Here's the problem. Because it's a man is why it's always a problem. Straight up and down. Because it's a man, it's always a problem. If you cater to a man, it's a problem. If you listen to a man, it's a problem. Problem, man. That's what it is. Plain and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If it involves a man, they have a problem.
That nigga got a point.
Okay, guys, so I have like this short little story because I was watching the video of the girl that was taking out the man's trash after like a hookup or like a night over, and everyone was flaming her. So I have this story about how there was once this guy that I was talking to, and we went to go pump gas in his car, and he's gonna look at me so serious and be like, oh, are you gonna go out and pump my gas for me? And I was like, I laughed at first. I'm like, wait, is he joking? I'm like, no. And then he asked me again, he's like, so you're gonna go outside and pump my gas for me? And I was like, no, not really. Like, I got upset. I was like, no, not really. And I noticed automatically like a shift in like the relationship, like not like the situationship. It was just like he was kind of upset that I didn't go out to pump the gas for him and his car. So I guess the lesson is that some men are just really in their feminine, so you gotta let them be with another man. That's about it.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now, this last one here, I find this one real interesting, and I'm going to tell you why. She said in her situationship, he was driving his car, and he wanted her to pump his gas. Why it's so interesting to me is because if she owns a car, and you're in her car, on the passenger side, she's going to want you to pump her gas. See the problem here? You're in your vehicle pumping your gas, and you'll be in her vehicle pumping her gas. Why don't she pump her own gas in her own vehicle? See, this can go two ways. You can either pump your own gas and she pump her own gas, or as the driver doing a favor, the passenger will go pump gas. And if you're the passenger in her vehicle, you pump gas. But she'll want you to pump gas no matter which vehicle you in, no matter whose vehicle it belongs to, she gonna want you to pump that gas. Like, that's a man's role, to pump gas. If you're not in the car, who's pumping the gas? She is. So I don't mind pumping my own gas. But when I'm in your car, you should pump your own gas as well. After all, if you're saying that about the man, you in the passenger side, he's driving in his car, that means the same rule goes for you. Same rules apply for you. But I guarantee you, a woman will be up in arms if she has to pump gas no matter which vehicle she's in or what side she's driving on. You best believe. Trust and believe. She ain't trying to pump nobody's gas if you anywhere in the vicinity of that car. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think so. Not at all. Not at all whatsoever. If you want to be equal and y'all want to run that equal, even though y'all say, oh, men and women will never be equal. Okay, but you fought to be equal. Then you fought to be superior, but you still want to fall back when it comes to doing things. You want to pick and choose. No. If I'm going to pump gas and it's my car, you're going to pump gas when it's your car. Plain and simple. And as for the one night stand, listen, it's only garbage. If a woman can ask a man to do something, a man can ask a woman to do something. That's cut and dry. All you could do is say yes and do it, or you could say is no and don't do it. And like the lady said, actions have consequences.